This is macOS Ken.
Apple supports a right to repair bill. You heard me. Fed sees knockoff Apple stuff. And sound and vision out of Cupertino. It is Thursday, the 24th of August, 2023. I'm Ken Ray, and this is news from macOS Ken. Brought to you by yours truly and supported by people like you. Patrons through Patreon. Find out more and add your support at patreon.com/macOSken. It is a story that could herald the end of days. TechCrunch says Apple is apparently cool with California's right to repair bill. Now, if you're like me, your immediate thought is, must not be that great a bill. Shame on us for our cynicism. Of course, as the site points out, Apple's stance on such legislation has softened over the past few years. Still feels kind of weird, though. In a surprise move, says TechCrunch, Apple this week penned a letter to California State Senator Susan Eggman voicing support for SB 244, a right to repair bill currently making its way through Sacramento's state capitol building. The piece says SB 244 includes consumer electronics like phones and laptops, and appliances like microwaves and washing machines. Left out of the mix are game consoles and alarm systems. On the game side, the worry is piracy, while the worry around the security systems is, well, security. Turning to Apple's endorsement, TechCrunch has the Cupertino company saying it supports California's Right to Repair Act, so all Californians have even greater access to repairs, while also protecting their safety, security, and privacy. We create our products to last, and if they ever need to be repaired, Apple customers have a growing range of safe, high-quality repair options. So far, Apple is the only manufacturer to come out in favor of the proposed legislation. It's likely to carry a lot of weight, though, since it is the proverbial 800-pound gorilla. As for what it's supporting, the report says the new legislation would require manufacturers to make available on fair and reasonable terms to product owners, service and repair facilities, and service dealers the means to effect the diagnosis, maintenance, or repair of the product as provided, regardless of the warranty. Additionally, the piece says any repair facility not authorized by a manufacturer would be required to provide a written notice of that fact to any customer seeking repair of an electronic or appliance product before the repair facility or service dealer repairs the product, and to disclose if it uses replacement parts that are used or from a supplier that is not the manufacturer. Okay, that makes Apple support make a bit more sense. Writing a note on Apple's note, State Senator Eggman is quoted as saying, Apple's support for California's Right to Repair Act demonstrates the power of the movement that has been building for years and the ability for industries to partner with us to make good policy to benefit the people of California. I am grateful for their engagement on this issue and for leading among their peers when it comes to supporting access to repair. It's like we're in the Twilight Zone. Do you think you'd be fooled by counterfeit Apple gear? Counterfeiters think some people would. The website for NBC Los Angeles says federal entities have seized just under $400,000 worth of Cupertino company knockoffs. The shipments are said to have come from Hong Kong. They were stopped a couple of places: the Los Angeles Long Beach Seaport Complex and Ontario International Airport. I assume that's the one in Southern California, since it's being reported by NBC LA. Among the fakes nabbed were 220 wrist wearable devices and 1,200 pairs of wireless headphones. Had they been genuine articles, they'd have had a total MSRP of $396,812, according to authorities. Anyone who knows anything about such capers or illegal trade activity is encouraged to call 800-BE-ALERT. Folks who spot fake products and other intellectual property rights violations are asked to call 866-IPR-2060. Betas for watchOS are running slow again. I told you yesterday that a number of OS betas had made it out to Apple's developer community, as well as to its public testing program. Now, a day later than the rest, a piece from Mac Rumors says a new public beta of watchOS 10 is available to testers. The piece says Wednesday's beta corresponds with the 7th developer beta that Apple released Tuesday. If you want to be in on the whole public testing thing, info can be found at beta.apple.com. The Mayo Clinic is using Apple Watch for a new study. The site My Healthy Apple says the top-ranked hospital will use the device's built-in accelerometer to track treatments for patients with essential tremor. This is not one of those studies for which just anybody can sign up. Limited to 50 participants, the report says patients with well-classified essential tremor who are already receiving regular deep brain stimulation therapy at Mayo Clinic for their movement disorder are eligible for this novel study. Sounds like data from the wearable's accelerometer will help researchers determine whether therapies the patients are already undergoing are useful in reducing their tremors. As user-friendly as Apple Card can be, there is still a bit of the old Apple opacity in the mix. According to a headline from Apple Insider, some Apple Card users will get 5% daily cash back on dining and travel. Some. On Wednesday, the piece says, Apple announced it is rolling out a new limited-time offer for eligible Apple Card cardholders. Some. Eligible. Apple Insider says there's no need to enroll in the offer. Eligible cardholders will automatically receive the offer between the 21st of August and the 20th of September. Apple is sending emails to alert eligible cardholders of the offer. Users can check to see if they are eligible for the offer by heading to the Wallet app. I'm guessing I'm not eligible because I didn't get the email and can't find anything in the Wallet app to let me know I am. For folks who are eligible, sounds like a decent deal. Cardholders will get 5% daily cash back on up to $20,000 on travel spending and up to $6,000 on dining. And I think we may have found out why I'm not eligible. Interestingly, this is not an Apple Pay promotion. A lot of Apple offers like these require using the card through Apple's contactless payment solution. On this one, though, Apple Insider says cardholders get the same 5% cash back when they use their virtual card number online or the titanium card in person. And finally today, news of a couple of films coming soon from Apple and Apple TV+. The piece from Cult of Mac starts us off on the latter, bringing news of a trailer for the movie Flora and Son. Apple's description says, single mom Flora is at a loss about what to do with her rebellious teenage son, Max. Encouraged by the police to find Max a hobby, Flora tries to occupy him with a beat-up acoustic guitar. With the help of a washed-up LA musician, Flora and Max discover the transformative power of music. From the musical mind of John Carney, Flora and Son explores the bond between a mother and son on a journey toward a new harmony. Flora is played by Bad Sisters star Eve Hewson. Oren Kinlan plays Max. The washed-up LA musician is played by Joseph Gordon-Levitt. The trailer looks fine, though it might be missing something. The film is rated R, while the trailer is tame enough for general audiences. I'm not saying profanity, sex, and violence would make the movie better. I'm just not sure this particular trailer gives as full a picture as it could. But you can decide for yourself. The film begins a limited theatrical run on Friday, the 22nd of September. It hits Apple TV Plus 1 week later, Friday, the 29th of September. Between now and then, you can catch the trailer on YouTube. Meaning no offense to the talent and minds behind Flora and Son, there's a short film from Apple that's likely to draw a lot more attention. A piece from 9 to 5 Mac says it looks like Apple just shot a video in Mexico City to promote iPhone 15. Over the last couple of years, the piece says Apple has used what it calls a guided tour format to promote the communicator. In those, 9 to 5 Mac says someone walks around a city to show off the capabilities of the latest iPhone. This year's destination may be Mexico City. As noted by creator Chris Martinez, the report says Apple closed the surroundings of its Antara flagship store in Mexico City on the 4th of August to record a special video. Of course, this could mean anything, such as a new advertisement being recorded for Mexico, but the whole project seems bigger than that. That's because the production's talent was the same actor who presented the last 2 guided tour videos of the new iPhones, according to Martinez. If this all pans out, it's a return trip for the actor and a return trip for Apple to Mexico. 9 to 5 Mac says the video with the developer chasing the bubble that opened WWDC 23 was shot in Mexico City. The 2022 short promoting Apple's spring addition to the iPhone 14 line was also shot in the country. While signs point to the most recent production being for iPhone 15, nobody seems to have seen the device itself. We'll likely know more soon, though. Rumor and speculation have Apple showing off the iPhone 15 line in the middle of September. macOS Ken, brought to you by me and supported by people like you, patrons through Patreon. Find out more and add your support at patreon.com/macosken. Advertising handle by Backbeat Media, online at backbeatmedia.com. You can reach me a couple of ways. Info at macosken.com or call 716-780-4080. Until next time, that is news from macOS Ken. I'm Ken Ray.
Ciao.